Hi everyone, welcome to In the Car 9. This is year 2020. Myself Praveen and this is Jan. So today we are not in the car
Yeah, thankfully.
because we are not allowed to record the video and drive the car in an autobahn. We are in Germany,
Yeah,
so
just to give the brief, I'm visiting Germany this week. Praveen is in Germany, as we said in one of the videos that he moved to Germany. But we thought we'll take this opportunity to record another, I don't know, a few videos whenever we are together and launch some of our new thoughts for 2020 and further years on. So, as Praveen rightly you're saying, we can't record in Germany, and that's why we are in a nice little room. The audio is amazing, and it's a wonderful environment outside. There's just little sunshine, lots of clouds, but a
but I
beautiful
think we
day.
can promise our viewers that we will record it again in the car in April
When you're back in Bangalore.
in Bangalore. So
Yeah,
that's when we can record it in the car. But yeah, I would definitely love to record most of the videos in the car. But
yeah,
whenever it's not possible, we will record it like this. So
absolutely, absolutely.
but continuing on our thought process from 2019, I think in 2019 we made like 14 videos or 15 videos,
Yeah.
which spoke about new technologies which are happening. But we didn't really have a theme.
Yeah,
And at least this year, we are also planning to produce like 15 to 20 videos. Um, but it is going to be more theme based
absolutely.
so that we kind of have a guided thought on various things, and it
Absolutely.
would not be like I pick one and I pick some other technology from some other place,
Yeah.
but it is going to be more guided. And the more guided path is more like what we wanted to achieve, so that's the theme.
Yeah.
And at least to start with 2020, we would start with 2030.
Absolutely. It's all about finishing one decade and going to the next. Now a decade, I don't know how people would define it, but whatever. Let's take a 10-year block and just talk about it. The whole process, what we are thinking is how will the next 10 years look?
Yeah,
What will happen in the next 10 years? What are the kind of technologies that are there today which will mature into the next 10 years? Because
absolutely.
I still remember very clearly, Praveen, that 2010 we used to have a BlackBerry. Whereas
Yeah.
2020, we don't have anything left of BlackBerry in terms of, at least I'm not using BlackBerry. You still love BlackBerry,
I
I'm
still
sure.
love, but I think that's a good point because you have spent at least now 2 decades in technology, Jan.
Yes.
Close to.
Yes.
At least for me, half a decade plus 1 decade, so 1.5 decades.
Yeah.
So we have seen a lot of things which have come, which we felt is the best possible thing which could ever happen, and then all of a sudden go down
Exactly.
and not even exist today.
Yeah.
Like the BlackBerry's case, or even the multiple cases of the typewriters and other things which came as part
Exactly.
of the enablement of technology
Yeah.
from our hard disks, right?
Yes.
From floppy disks to hard disks to everything
Yeah.
is so very much changed that I don't even know if it will exist tomorrow.
Exist tomorrow.
Right? So
Exactly. And I think the rate of change is going so very high that different types of technologies are coming from being in a central way.
yeah,
It is kind of getting slowly decentralized into different forms and different
Absolutely.
ways of how something is happening.
yeah,
And I think that is probably the topic that we are also going to be discussing about how decentralization is happening across this decade
Yeah.
into the next decade also.
absolutely.
And why decentralization or how decentralization? I mean, you had some thoughts about why decentralization. You always have a unique way of telling it.
So it's like, so why decentralization now is of course a good question. The reason could be that it's like we always believe in the circle of karma, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Or the Lion King says
yeah.
the circle of life.
Yeah,
So you start somewhere, let's say 2 decades before.
yeah,
Everything was decentralized,
Yeah.
and then the internet era came,
Yeah.
which tried to make everything centralized.
yeah.
And now internet is itself getting decentralized.
Yes.
So again, we are going into a decentralized world.
Yes.
So it's the circle of life or the circle of karma coming back again and again.
Exactly.
But it is an improved version. It's like from human 1.0 to human 2.0.
Exactly.
So this time it's going to be 2.0 version of decentralized,
Yeah.
economy or decentralized way of living or
Yeah.
decentralized way of access, network, connectivity. Everything could be decentralized.
Absolutely. I think one very interesting thing that you were actually telling was even our way of living
Yeah.
and being off the grid in the sense of literally the central powers which are controlling us, be it in terms of internet, be it in terms of search, electricity,
Yeah.
anything could become decentralized with the kind of technologies that we are emerging with the kind of versions that you're talking.
Yeah.
The previous version of technology maybe was not good enough, but today we have good enough rooftop solar that we can get decentralized. Or
Absolutely.
maybe we have enough hydroponic systems in place that we can get decentralized in terms of food.
Food, yeah, absolutely. I mean, more and more, I think one, of course, companies will become sustainable, hopefully. If not, people themselves will start becoming more and more sustainable. I'm sure, the homes will get more and more sustainable because I would never ask power from somebody. I would produce my own power, for example. That's at a very human fundamental nature of how we started thinking in the past to how we are also now going to think the same way but with enabled with technology.
Yeah.
So it's like you're doing the same things but in a different way.
Yeah.
So that's one, and then even the financial systems of the world today,
Exactly.
right? It is all decentralized because we always thought transferring money from Praveen to Jayant is somebody has to be there for us to say, okay, I did a transfer so that I don't cheat you.
Yeah.
But now it's getting more and more decentralized again in the financial industry as well. So if you take any walks and paths of life, which I think we touch, it is getting more and more decentralized.
Yeah.
So at least what we thought we would do in the next coming videos is pick up specific topics.
Yes.
For example, like you said, we will pick up home, where we live, and discuss how it is getting decentralized.
Yeah.
How are we moving away from a centralized mechanism to a decentralized mechanism with the help of technology?
Absolutely.
So things like that, if we span it across, it is a huge spectrum of things that is getting decentralized, and we are actually being part of it but not aware of it.
Exactly.
So
so this decade, actually, what our prediction is, what's going to happen in 2020 to 2030 is complete decentralization of different forms of power that has been centralized over the last 2 decades nearly. And the power is going to go back into individuals, into smaller groups of people, to make a living, to work, to live a life, to whatever it is. And we call that as decentralization of humans. I don't know, whichever, the next version of decentralization of humans. And that's, as you said, that's our discussion points in the next few videos. So keep looking out for our videos, and as usual, like, subscribe and share. More number of videos are going to be coming on its way.
Yeah.
Till then,
see you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.